with plenty of stake in the WSL2. Pride points and, of course, some early momentum up for grabs in this opening weekend of the WSL2. Charlton building momentum under their manager, Karen Hills, and it will be their captain, Skills, to get us off and underway at the Valley. And an immediate free kick for Palace. Van Havermaet, the new signing, to take. Of course, Charlton building on their momentum that they had last season. They finished third, just 6 points behind the leaders, the promotion winners, London City Lionesses, last season. And with the new WSL look this season, there's now 3 promotion places up for grabs for teams in this league, and Charlton will be hoping to be among them, as it's an early chance for the Addicts, cleared by their Palace captain Amy Everett. Of course, across the divide, Crystal Palace, they know all too well the fine margins at this level. Last season mixing with the elite in the top flight. A debut year in the WSL, but it was a harsh lesson. And of course, after a difficult campaign, they were relegated after just 1 season in the league. But it's been a turbulent time with managers. 3 managers in the time. Joe Potter now at the helm at the Eagles as they're on the attack here. Here is Blanchard. Out to Howard, new signing for Palace today. Makes her debut in an Eagles shirt. And we'll roll out for a Palace throw-in. Van Havermaet, another new signing for Potter today, come from Everton. And of course, you'll notice how tall she is. A set-piece specialist. Both sides have added to their squads over the summer window. Palace, too, have been active in reshaping theirs. 6 new arrivals coming in over the summer. For Charlton, they've had 10 through the door this summer. The headline arrival on deadline day, Kira Flannery, a midfielder on loan from West Ham. She's on the bench today, hoping to make her first start. As Jodie Hutton will take this throw-in for the Addicts. On throw over the top, Bizzle. Hutton regains. Can't get past the 2 Palace players, but Bizzle regained, dances around Blanchard, then can't find the feet of her Charlton teammate. Hutton sends it long. And Palace will clear. Palace playing out from the back line. Here is Nolan. And Abby Larkin, Ireland international. Quick feet into Blanchard in midfield. Green, Hughes. Blanchard. Lovely ball out wide. And here is Jamie Lee Napier, another new signing for Palace on the wing today. She latches onto it. Good block from Ellie Mason. Debut for her too in a Charlton shirt. Plenty of new faces on this pitch today for both sides. And both sides with their new debuts coming in clutch in this early few stages of this game. Verdon to take this corner kick for Palace. Charlton managed to keep it safe for now, but it is still here for Palace. Mia Ross clears it long, Napier chases. And it's good vision from Palace. There is Watson. Howard can't control it. Verdon picks up the piece though. And Ross will clear for Charlton. Both teams just feeling each other out then in these opening few stages of the game. End to end so far. Green. Everett. "24 years old, captain of Palace. She was their captain last season too. And at so young, she's got so much experience at her feet. She's one of Palace's longest serving players. And featured in every game last season until she picked up that injury in February. But she came back at the end of last season and she's back this season from the beginning. As you can see, the new Crystal Palace manager Jo Potter there in her first game in charge of the Eagles. Bizzle. Bradley. Back to Skills, who sends it long. Ross. Bradley is brought down, and now Palace can try and break here. Another good ball up for Napier to chase. Hutton is quicker though, and Hutton gets there first and clears. You can start to see where Palace are trying to aim for though, down that right wing, with Napier running up and down that right wing. Blanchard. Everett. And Nolan all the way back to Yanez in goal. Van Havermaet. Again, out to the right wing for Napier to chase. Does manage to get there. Pulls it back for Hutton. Blanchard in some space here. The shot is headed away by Ndow. And the referee deems it a Charlton throw-in. Karen Hills there, the Charlton manager, calling for a foul, but the referee will wave advantage on, and it will be a Charlton throw-in. At the home of Charlton today at the Valley. Of course, they play all their games at their main stadium now from last year. They've carried on that tradition. And a handful of fans have made their way to support them today. They do well to clip it into the box. Not quite enough curve on it, but it is a corner kick, and it's Charlton's first corner kick of the game. As Jodie Hutton makes her way over to the corner flag. So the first set piece for the Addicts. Finds the head of Skills. You can't control it on the second bounce. And Blanchard will pick it up. Hutton calls for it to be a Palace ball, and she does win the throw-in. Still haven't quite found a rhythm in this game, either side. Obviously Palace, this is their first season back in the WSL 2 after relegation from the top flight last season. Verdon will chase onto this. Good ball down that right-hand side from Everett. Verdon. Skills does well. Back to Verdon. Van Havermaet and Josie Green. Inviting the press on Palace. Van Havermaet wins that free kick then. About 10 yards out from the edge of the box. Well, it's a dangerous position for the Eagles. A set piece for Crystal Palace. Looking for the heads, maybe using Van Havermaet's height here to their advantage. Napier sends it in. It is Van Havermaet with the chance. Palace coming again. Everett. Swung in. And all the way back out again from Charlton. Blanchard. And they'll look to reset with Yanez in goal. Nolan. Green. What can she do? Into Blanchard. Oh, Charlotte Newsham picks up the lost pieces. And a lovely through ball to her again. Yanez is there to block any danger in the end. Blanchard, you can see how important Annabelle Blanchard is to this Crystal Palace team. Everything moving from defence to attack goes through the 24-year-old. Van Havermaet. Here is Howard, a new signing for Palace. Can't break that red back line though. Looking for the through ball for Verdon. It's the right idea. Ndao. Nolan wins the free kick. Van Havermaet looking to break quickly here, Palace. Lovely spin from Howard. Can't quite keep the ball at her feet though. But it's a mistake from Charlton. Verdon picks it up. Blanchard. Howard again. Well, you can hear the Charlton support at the Valley today in their opening game of the new season. Well, Napier being tucked down there by Jodie Hutton. And Crystal Palace will take this throw in. Well, it's going to be a free kick that Annabelle Blanchard will take in a dangerous position for Crystal Palace. 0-0 inside 16 minutes at the Valley. Of course, Palace know all too well the fine margins at this level. Mixing with the elite last year in the top flight, but a debut year or back in the championship as Annabelle Blanchard takes this, punched out by Charlton's keeper, and the Addicts do clear it. Charlton building momentum under their manager, Karen Hills, looking to make the Valley a fortress this season, genuine promotion contenders. They secured a third-place finish last season, 6 points behind the champions London City Lionesses. As Sophie Whitehouse will get things back underway for Charlton. Of course, with the new format in the WSL2 this season too, including a new playoff game, there's more promotion hopes for both these sides. They'll be looking to go that one step further this year, as Whitehouse sends it long over the halfway line. Newsham with the throw-in for Charlton. Again, Charlton trying to pressure this Crystal Palace back line. Edge into the final third. As well on the edge of the box. Here is Hutton. Long crossing, just too far for anyone to get on the end of that. But it's a good chance for the Addicts. There is Charlton's manager, Karen Hills, this afternoon. She's played over 150 times for Charlton, a legend at the club, appointed back in 2021. She's been here a handful of years, experienced at this level. Blanchard, still got it, ships it off to Howard. Well, Annabelle Blanchard's left the club in the summer, but she's back. Palace were able to retain her, a real key figure for them last year in their debut season in the top flight. The 24-year-olds controlling the midfield. Here is Green. To Everett. Van Havermaet. What had Charlton got here? Well, there's a number of new signings for both these sides today. Charlton, there's 2 debuts this afternoon. Ellie Mason signed from Birmingham City and Amelie Festrup from Bristol City, both starting today under Karen Hills in the starting 11. Here is Bradley out to Ndo. And now Charlton on the attack. Still alive for Charlton here. Palace do well to clear. The Addicts pushing in these final few minutes. There's Joe Potter, Crystal Palace new manager. Palace, of course, with a handful of new managers last year. Didn't quite work out for Laura Kaminski, Leif Smerud, and now Joe Potter is at the helm for the Eagles, looking to guide them straight back up to the top flight. Signing from Rangers. Emma Bizzle almost getting on the end of it. And Hammermat clears. Newsham. Can't quite keep it in. Amy Everett, the captain today for the Eagles. Blanchard. Green. Up long, and it finds Verdon. Whitehouse does well to gather it. Well, it's a great opportunity for Palace. Just clips it off and can't quite get on the end of it, but Verdon was there. Player of the season last year for Crystal Palace. Tutton out wide. Charlotte Newsham with the strike. Kirsty Howard just pressuring Ross there. Of course, Howard, a new signing for Palace. Signing from Rangers. Of course, links with manager Joe Potter. She's lifted 7 major trophies across all her time in Scotland at Glasgow City and Rangers. And Mia Ross will jog back. Yanez to Everett and Van Havermaet. Mason. Another new signing for Charlton this summer. signing from Birmingham, spent time in Chelsea's academy, and the Everett just leaves it there. Cool enough to pass back to Yanez in goal though. And now Nolan with some space down this left-hand side. Larkin does well there to win the free kick from Bradley. Blanchard dancing around Charlton's defence. Blanchard still with it. She's got options. Nolan. Blanchard strikes it at range. It's blocked by her own player. Not quite finding the feet of Verdon there on the right wing. There's a good atmosphere here today at the Valley. Of course, the home of Charlton Athletic in South London. Charlton playing all of their games at the Valley from last season. Well, and Doe dispossesses Palace. She's still got it down this right-hand side. And eventually wins the free kick with the help of her manager, Karen Hills, waving her arms. Yanez into Everett. And Blanchard. As Palace look to build from the back. Very stop-start game this. No team really can get any rhythm going inside the first half an hour. Mason. And Doe. Of course, this is the opening weekend of the season in the WSL2. And a South London derby to open it up for these two sides. A big game right from the off, as Verdon just chases the ball back to Whitehouse in goal. Both teams looking for promotion this season. Charlton building on that momentum that they had last year. Palace aiming to go straight back up after relegation from the top flight last season. And of course this season has a slight different feel to it. The league in a new era, rebranded from the Championship to the Women's Super League 2. More investment coming, more coverage of the game as Palace look to attack it. Jamie Lee Napier, another new signing for Palace. Here is Blanchard. And Watson can't quite keep a hold of it, and Nolan will take it all the way back to Everett. Van Havermaet. Here is Larkin. Just a slight over pass. And Sophie Whitehouse will take another goal kick. Karen Hill's just assessing how the game's going so far for Charlton. How they can break that back line. No team with huge chances as of yet. As Everett plays it across the back line to Blanchard. Van Havermaet, new signing from Everton for Crystal Palace. Here is Green. Larkin calls for it, decides to go back to Nolan instead. And eventually, Abby Larkin can pick it up. Blanchard. Good pass from Howard. Here is Larkin. Deflected. It's a brilliant save from Sophie Whitehouse. The initial strike from Larkin, I think, and then rebounded, deflected to her right. And Whitehouse has to get down low to save it. Oh, that's the biggest chance of the game so far for Palace. Well, it's Howard with the strike, the new signing. That's why she's in the team. As the corner kick eventually comes to nothing. And both teams will reset. Well, there is Jo Potter. That's why she brought Kirsty Howard in. Biggest chance of the game so far. Jo Potter sat at the back there in the white t-shirt. Everett. They've been active in the transfer window, Crystal Palace. 6 new arrivals came in over the summer. Perhaps the most exciting, not playing at the minute, but 17-year-old Lola Brown. She's on the bench for Palace today, on loan from Chelsea. Of course, we saw her make her senior debut in the Women's Champions League last season. Of course, a promising young player, adding to the depths of Crystal Palace's squad this season. Everett through to Howard. Palace on top in these few minutes, building momentum. Both teams still feeling each other out, though. No huge rhythm from either side as Blanchard picks it back up to Larkin. Van Havermaet. Everett. And Doe does well to win back the ball for Charlton. Green. Back to Yanez as Palace build again. Nolan. Here is Larkin. Spins round the addict midfield. Still with a strike over the bar for Kirsty Howard. Another chance for Palace's new signing.
Just a very quick reminder that at 3 o'clock this afternoon, the government will be testing the mobile phone network. Don't be alarmed when your alarms go off.
Well, that's the warning for the emergency government alert on your phone that you will receive today at 3 p.m. Doe into Ross, and Bradley sends it long. Emily Festrup chases this for Charlton from Bristol City, signing in the summer. Chip to Everett, who just about keeps it in. Well, there is the new signing for Charlton, a promising signing. Emily Festrup making her Charlton debut this afternoon. Of course, joining from Bristol City in July. She was their top goal scorer 2 seasons ago, looking to build on that. She's starting a new chapter in South London, linking up with former teammate Jodie Hutton too. And of course, more importantly maybe for the team, experience of promotion, which Charlton will be hoping to achieve this year. Nolan. Here is Green. Everett driving into space. Nolan. Charlton pressing high this afternoon, causing Palace a few problems as they look to break here. Blanchard looking for the through run of Howard and blocked well by Bizzle. Larkin with a strike. And Verdon picks up the rebounds. Straight to Jamie Lee Napier, also making her debut this afternoon. Blanchard. Verdon can't keep a hold of it, and then Dow clears down the pitch. Back to their captain, Amy Everett, on the halfway line, as she calls for Blanchard to come forward. You can see how crucial Annabelle Blanchard is as Howard looks for the strike. It's blocked by Charlton. And Van Havermaet plays it wide to Green. There is Sophie Whitehouse. Good chance from Abby Larkin. Quick reactions from Whitehouse to get down low again to her right-hand side. Howard with the first big chance for Palace. Larkin with the second. They're building. And you sense something will come from this pressure. Here is Verdon. Strikes, it's another good save from Whitehouse. Ashley Verdon with the strike for Palace. She was their player of the season last year, and you can see why. Dangerous from all angles around the box. As Palace have a set piece corner kick. Abby Larkin cleared. Nolan and Sir Blanchard. Here is Larkin. You can see just how important Annabelle Blanchard is in this Crystal Palace team. Everything goes through her. Re-signed a new contract this season after initially leaving in the summer, but of course scored that brace in their first WSL win, first WSL goal for Crystal Palace. Annabelle Blanchard, 24 years old, a real promising talent for Crystal Palace. 4 goals last season, she'll be hoping to add to that tally. As Nolan pressures an attack from Charlton. Here is Bizzle inside the box. Still with it, Emma Bizzle. Cleared well. And Jodie Hutton places it well over the bar. That's a shame for Charlton. They haven't had many chances in this game. But that was a good one. Gone missing. There is Bizzle, of course, doing really well to keep off 2 Palace defence. And then Bizzle with almost an open net. But can't quite find the target. Blanchard, high press again from Charlton. Advantage played. Here is Nolan. And then Havermaet. Verdon. Oh, Watson was calling for it then. Verdon keeps it on the left. It's going to be a long in-swinger in. And again, Charlton clear. Final few moments of this first half. Palace, you'd say, have had the better of the chances, but nothing to show of it as of yet. And just too far for Jamie Lee Napier to get anything on the end of that. Well, we're not expecting much added time in this first half, as Sophie Whitehouse will look to clear. And there is the half-time whistle.
Palace nil in total, and they're all surrounding the summer signings and the squad. Hopefully you've been keeping aware of the socials over the summer, have a better chance of getting the questions right. Cut the music out again. Are you ready? I'll take that as a yes then. Let's get started. Good luck everyone. Here we go. Question 1. Where was our new striker Amelie Festrup originally born? Is she from A, Norway, B, Denmark, or C, Sweden? I know this one.
Here's everything you need to know about the Barclays Women's Super League 2. The second tier of women's football in England is the WSL 2. There are 12 teams from all over the country who play each other home and away over the course of the season. London City Lionesses lifted the title last season and earned their right to play in the top tier. After being relegated from the WSL, Crystal Palace have joined the league along with Nottingham Forest and Ipswich Town, who both won promotion. This season, there will be no team relegated from the WSL 2. The clubs that finish first and second will both gain automatic promotion to the top flight. The team placed third will battle it out against the bottom side from the WSL in a playoff match to decide who gets that final spot. This year, with potentially 3 spots available in the WSL, the stakes are high and there's everything to play for.
We grew up with football.
Barclays WSL.
The envy of the world these days.
Not just watching it, but playing it.
Our top league now is fully professional.
There is much to which we can look forward here for sure.
We felt the support.
Quality of football improving, facilities improving.
We grew and our fans came with us.
A new Barclays WSL record attendance with 60,000 plus massive crowd.
You followed us to great heights.
A game of graft and determination.
And there could be more to come.
We grew up with more women leading the way.
She has seen it develop from part-time football to this colossus.
It's only going to get better and better.
We continue to grow with it.
Oh, what a goal!
Brilliantly done! Brilliant hit! Oh, magnificent! And she scores brilliantly!
How about that?
We grew up seeing the game change forever.
Oh, that's outrageous! What a goal! Fantastic finish! She is such a good player. Sensational!
We grew up as clubs shattered records.
Hayes history makers!
A record points total.
Record number of WSL appearances.
A great season came to an end.
An invincible season and yet another Women's Super League title.
We're entering a new era.
Absolutely sublime.
And we're still here.
The last season was unreal, unbeaten. We won the League Cup, we won the league. Yeah, it was a great season. Playing for Nottingham Forest, I feel very proud.
I think it's a really magical club.
There's a lot of history behind the club. They have a lot of ambition.
Very community orientated. And I've loved my time here.
Come home with me.
I really enjoy the football, I like the people.
It's an exciting time to be part of the club.
Teammates I've got, they're all really good energy, good vibe. Let's go.
The team's pretty close off the pitch, so when we're not training, probably a lot of coffee club, a lot of tea.
It's a really nice group that we have in Nottingham.
Being a part of a team, you always feel like it's a family.
Just spend time with them and hopefully put on performances together. I think it's a strong league, especially now it's full time.
It's so competitive. All the games are really close. It makes everyone push more.
I'm really looking forward to the derby matches, especially against Birmingham.
For us, we'll be looking forward to that derby.
And I think, yeah, it's going to be a really exciting game, big clashes, and hopefully we can get really good crowds as well. And I can't wait to get started.
What a strike!
Games, highlights.
All you need to know in one place.
Subscribe to the Barclays Women's Super League
YouTube channel today.
Fantastic finish!
Don't miss out.
A new season has arrived, and it's been another busy summer in the Barclays Women's Super League, ending in some big deadline day signings. League newcomers London City Lionesses made a bold statement, breaking the world record to bring French superstar Grace Guilloro across the channel and into the WSL. While in Manchester, a couple of young Lionesses switched sides. After their Champions League success, Arsenal have been making moves.
Chloe Kelly, game on!
It's an amazing club and your roots always pull you back.
It means the world to me to be playing for Arsenal. I'm excited to be a part of this season.
And champions Chelsea most certainly aren't standing still. Some stars from the Euros are sticking with a formula that works.
Michelle Adjamang, the right place at the right time.
While other familiar faces have decided to switch it up.
Here I am, ready to take this team forward.
The league has witnessed some notable new arrivals. And the WSL 2 also continues to go from strength to strength. New names, new faces. You ready? Let's go.
Well, there's a handful of Charlton Athletic fans supporting their team, and we'll get the first half highlights in the first 45 minutes. Both teams struggling to get in that final third, to get some shots off. But of course, Palace with a few. The better of the chances. And Kirsty Howard with a great save from Sophie Whitehouse, gets down low. Good chance for Palace, it was on target. And again, coming down. Larkin does really well to control the ball. And Kirsty Howard again, just over the bar this time though, but you can see why she was brought in to this Crystal Palace side. You can see the quality she has and the flair as Verdon forces Whitehouse into another save to her right. And Palace just building on this momentum. Be interesting to see how they come out at half-time in this second half. Of course, Charlton did have a chance in the first half. Bizzle doing well to maintain control of the ball in the box. And then Jodie Hudson can't quite keep the ball on the floor and fires over the bar for their only chance of the game. Again, good defence from Amy Everett. And here are the teams just emerging for the second half. Ellie Mason there, new signing for Charlton. Spent time in Chelsea's academy. And spent a season in the WSL actually with Yeovil Town. a number of years ago.
Substitution at the start of the second half for the Addicts. Replacing number 4, Mia Ross, please welcome 24, Kira Flannery.
And there's going to be a substitution for Charlton Athletic. Number 4, Mia Ross, is coming off, and it's going to be a debut for Kira Flannery, number 24. New loanee on loan from West Ham this season for Charlton. Spent time with Arsenal, joined West Ham at the age of 16, and made her senior debut against Chelsea. Of course, it doesn't really get much harder than that. But she is on for Charlton in her first appearance for the Addicts today.
Kicking towards the covered end in the second half. Let's get behind the team. Come on, you Reds! Come on, you Addicts!
And Karen Moyer is also on. Here is Blanchard. Nolan. Back to Van Havermaet, who's moved further back in the second half. Is the captain, Amy Everett. Struggled with a little bit of injury last season, but she's back fit now, captaining the side. Blanchard keeping control, and Larkin. So Mary McAteer is on too for Charlton. Another new signing. Another debut for the Addicts as Palace are on the attack here. Sophie Whitehouse just keeps it out and eventually is cleared. Still alive, Jamie Lee Napier. Van Havermaet falls down, but the referee says play on. Bit of a soft fall from Van Havermaet on the edge of the box. But again, it's another good save from Whitehouse. It's another good chance for Palace. Not sure whether she meant that as a cross or a strike, but nevertheless, it's a shot on target. And Sophie Whitehouse keeping her team in this game. Newsham. Ball into McAteer. Newsham still with a chance. And eventually cleared by Larkin. Maybe should have taken a strike there instead of that through pass. But they do win a throw-in for Newsham to take. McAteer, she's just come on the pitch. It's a good save from Yanez. Not a lot of room to get that shot off, but she did manage it on target from Mary McAteer. McAteer brought into the side because she can play out wide or in that central role. 21 years old. As Charlton get ready for this corner kick, in-swinger in, and Yanez comes all the way out, establishes her dominance and takes the ball with both hands. Nolan. Van Havermaet. A poor pass, but Nolan does recover. Blanchard launches it up the pitch to Napier, and a deflected pass for Whitehouse to take cleanly. There's Karen Hills, the Charlton manager, and her team. Still at deadlock in this game between these two South London sides. The team being able to edge past in that final third. No team working out how to beat their rivals. Here is Howard, dispossessed, and McAteer can pick it up for Charlton. And Habermat. Larkin keeps it in. Good defensive block by Newsham. Blanchard, Van Havermaet again. Jo Potter. Be interesting to know what she said at half-time to her team. More of the same, maybe. Maybe a bit more ruthless. Charlton had more press in the first half, but Palace with the majority of the chances. Lovely back heel to find McAteer. Pressured by Howard. And does give away a foul. Kirsty Howard. And looks like will be a yellow card for the 28-year-old too. Well, bringing down McAteer. Referee deems it's enough for a yellow card. She started the season with Rangers. She was a last-minute signing for Palace, Howard. She actually scored in the last game she played in late August. But yet to score for Palace as of yet. Well, this time last year for Charlton, they won 3-0 on the opening day at the Valley. It was against newly promoted Portsmouth. Crystal Palace, of course, slightly harder task than Portsmouth, but nevertheless. There's a chance for Charlton. It hits the crossbar from McAteer. Well, that would have been a debut goal. And it's an excellent header from Mary McAteer. Palace just switching off at the back there. And Yanez, I think, does get a slight touch to it, but it rattles the underneath of the crossbar, and that's a warning sign for the Eagles. As McAteer calls for it again, she wants another chance at a debut goal. Newsham with the strike, and it's well over the bar. And Charlton with something to cheer about to get their fans at home at the Valley up and out of their seats. And Mary McAteer sub at half-time, but she's out with a bang. And Charlton still with that high press, and it's paying off. As Yanez with a slight mistake. It's another good save. And here is the chance of Charlton. And finally, they have their opener. And it's Emma Bizzle with the strike. It's an open goal. And Yanez, it's a big mistake from the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. And that press paying off for Charlton. Emma Bizzle with the first strike for Charlton. And they are up and running in this new campaign. It's Charlton 1, Crystal Palace 0.
First goal of the WSL 2 season for the Addicts goes to number 9, Emma Bizzle!
Well, as you can see, Shea Yanez just getting caught out there. Newsham with the original strike, and it's a good cross, and it's a good tap into the back of the net. But it's too easy for Charlton. Crystal Palace will be disappointed with that. Playing out from the back. A press from Charlton, and that's all it took. And Charlton ahead on 55 minutes as Palace look to rebuild and get something from this game in this South London derby. But Emma Bizzle with the goal. And again, it's another chance for Charlton. Yanez is outside her goal. More confidence this time from the goalkeeper. Looks a bit frustrated to have let that goal in. Well, she featured in all but 3 WSL games last season, Shea Yanez. This is another chance for Charlton. But this time she does come out, makes her presence known, and grabs the ball with safe hands. There's Blanchard for Palace. Everett and Blanchard again. They've spent a handful of seasons together in a Palace shirt. Oh, it's a lovely ball to Hutton. Can't control it. There's going to be a few substitutions for the teams now. And it's a debut for Lola Brown.
For Palace replacing
The Chelsea loanee, Abby Larkin, makes way for the 17-year-old. She's a promising prospect, Lola Brown, on loan at Chelsea. She says Lucy Bronze is her role model. And she featured in the Champions League last season for the Blues. Abby Larkin to come off then, who's been promising down that wing. Here's Verdon. Still with the ball at her feet, Ashley Verdon. Blanchard. The edge of the box, she strikes just over the bar. It's a good strike, just over the top corner. And Whitehouse with something on it, and so they will win another corner kick, the Eagles. Here is Verdon with a corner kick for Palace, and it's a wasted opportunity. Goes all the way out, and she'll be disappointed with that. Ashley Verdon. Ndao. Push the back to Skills. They're looking more confident, Charlton. Now in this second half, now they've got something on the board. And here they come again. Charlton driving into the box. McAteer looking for the end product. Rolls all the way out. But the Addicts with full momentum now. Looking for a second, looking for a cushion in this game. With Van Havermaet for Palace. Oh, and it's the face of Charlotte Newsham there. And the referee today, Megan Wilson, will stop play for that. Charlotte Newsham, she's a leader in this squad. Not the captain, but she was captain of her former club Sheffield on a number of occasions. Blanchard into Van Havermaet. What can Palace do now to get back into this? Lola Brown calls for it. Hasn't really touched it since her coming on. Here she is now, the 17-year-old. And Watson just offside there as the flag goes up.
Double substitution for the Addicts.
Well, it's going to be a double substitution for Charlton. And it's going to be the goal scorer, Emma Bizzle, who's coming off for Lucy Fitzgerald. And the new signing, Amelie Thestrup, also off for Gillian Kennedy, the American, who comes on. Another new signing for Charlton, a number of new faces. And this is the goal that Emma Bizzle scored. Of course, big mistake from Shea Yanez in the Crystal Palace goal. But Emma Bizzle still had to find the end product, and she did. And subbed at 60 minutes. Emma Bizzle from the manager, Karen Hills. Giving a few others a chance maybe to prove what they've got, including new signing Gillian Kennedy, who's on. 22 years old. This is the first taste of England she's having after spending 4 years in the US college system. And Havermaet up to Nolan. Drives forward, and here is Lola Brown. Sends a good cross in. Nobody is there for Palace to get on the end of it. And Napier bringing down, and it will be a yellow card for Jamie Lee Napier on her first start in an Eagles shirt. Oh, it's a drag of the shoulder. Brought down unfairly, deemed the referee. Captained at Bristol City occasionally, Napier. Linking up with Yanez, Hopcraft and Nolan, of course, at London City Lionesses as well. He's got a handful of connections at this club. Brown. Blanchard. Bradley with a hook out wide. Here is Kennedy, new signing. An excellent tackle from Van Havermaet, still alive for Charlton, and it's shot way over by Hutton. The referee, Megan Wilson, today. Everett. Van Havermaet into Nolan. Brown keeps it alive. Howard sends it back to Yanez. And again, Crystal Palace will play out from the back here. McAteer. Well, it's been end-to-end this game. Both sides with good chances. And just like the first half, no team in real rhythm, really. Being one in midfield as McAteer sends the ball forward. And Yanez, again with a hurried clearance. Lucky Nolan is there. McAteer is the stronger. Here is a dangerous free kick for Charlton. On the edge of the box. Small wall for Palace as they aim to defend. Sent a low ball in, it's dangerous. Kennedy Anandole on the end of it. Hutton with the delivery. It's a good set piece for Charlton. Caught Palace out there a little bit, but it did go all the way through in the end. Brown. Brown with a lovely spin. And Palace look to take this throw in quickly. Lola Brown, new signing on loan from Chelsea. Everett, Blanchard. Blanchard loses it. Gives Charlton something to work with, and here is McAteer. Van Havermaet. Doe. Good through ball for Palace or Charlton. Yanez does well to make herself low. Everett with the follow-up and the block on the line. Still alive for Charlton. And eventually Yanez does find it. Another break for Charlton though. Yanez looks like she's in some pain from that save, but now Charlton will look to counter-attack, and it's slightly too long for Howard to get anything on the end of it. But Charlton, how about that? It's a lovely through ball for Fitzgerald to get on the end of. Yanez makes herself big, and then Everett defends it on the line. Fitzgerald again with the cross in, and eventually Yanez can clear. Yanez still looks to be in some pain there, clutching her left arm.
Substitution for Crystal Palace, replacing number 16.
Well, another substitution then.
Number 4, Chloe Arthur.
So Emma Watson comes off, and Chloe Arthur comes on. Signed a 1-year contract extension in the summer with Palace, Chloe Arthur. She was with them, an important part of the promotion campaign they had 2 years ago, and of course, in that top flight for the first time too. As Charlton here look to add a cushion to their lead. Here is Newsham. Pressured by Brown. Newsham does well. Brown. Well, Shea Yanez still looks to be in some discomfort. Hits her arm there with the clearance. But she does look like she will carry on for now, as Charlton look to attack again. Bradley with a strike straight at Yanez. Just under 20 minutes to go in this game. 20 minutes for Palace to find something to come through. This is Joe Potter's first competitive game for Palace. Here is Verdon. Pressured and blocked by Jodie Hutton. Well, there was a yellow card for Whitehouse a few moments ago, the Charlton keeper. As Joe Potter there, the Crystal Palace manager, stands outside her box, spurring her team on in this first game back in the WSL 2. Had a disappointing campaign last year, Palace, but have belief and hope this year that promotion is on the cards again to bounce straight back up, especially with the new format, as McAteer does well to dance around Blanchard in midfield and come away with it. Newsham. Tug of a shirt by Nolan, she gets away with it. Here is Charlotte Newsham. Blocked again by the captain, Amy Everett. And Brown clears. Bradley. Mason. Mason again. Blanchard. Arthur does well. Escapes the red shirts. Looks to find Annabelle Blanchard in midfield. Van Havermaet. Green points to Verdon to move up the pitch a bit. She does, sends a cross in, it's blocked by Charlton. Green will get a go, it's blocked again. And Charlton clear. Verdon been slightly quiet in this second half so far. Signed last year for Palace. As Brown chases a chance for Palace. Newsham blocks and McAteer picks it up. Van Havermaet using a heightened strength to win the ball. Blanchard. Verdon. Dispossessed by Ndao. Charlton playing out from the back. Ndao. Palace not quite with the press that Charlton had to win back their goal. But here is Brown. It's that miscommunication. And Charlton will look to break again. Pulled down by Everett. Lucy Fitzgerald. And Everett will receive a yellow card for that challenge. The captain. Been ever present, featured in every game last season until her injury in February. But she's back captaining her Palace side as she looks to regroup her team here. Calm it down, she says. And Jamie Lee Napier for Palace just down here. Looks like a head injury for Napier. Both teams will have a drinks break. Look to regroup. Jo Potter looking to motivate her squad to get something from this game. And they'll need it if they're to have any hope of going straight back up. Of course, Charlton finished third last season. If they finish third this year, they'll have that playoff place to have some hope of promotion too, but last year it was non-existent. 6 points behind the league leaders, London City Lionesses, who of course were promoted and played Arsenal in the opening game yesterday. It was a 4-1 loss for them. And they're finding out how tough the top flight is. But of course, both sides strengthening, adding several players to their team as the fans look to get behind their team. The Charlton fans at the Valley. And Napier will take some time off on the sidelines as she recovers from this head injury. As the players make their way back onto the pitch. And Charlton will have a drop ball for Kira Skills, the captain, to send long. Great defensive work from Palace, and Blanchard can pick it up in midfield. Here is Verdon, and now Palace with a chance for an attack. And it's a poor through ball from Verdon. Well, here is Napier coming back onto the field then. looks to be okay after she was assessed for that head injury. And in the mix of that, Katie Bradley has received a yellow card for Charlton. Well, I'm not sure why we're waiting here for the referee. Looks to have a chat. Oh, it's going to be a drop ball. And I'm not sure what the point of that was for, but nevertheless, Sophie Whitehouse will take a goal kick. Here is Napier, still with it, Blanchard, a sea of red, and here is Howard. And Sophie Whitehouse, again, keeping her team in this tie. Quick reactions from the goalkeeper. And Sophie Howard with another chance for Palace on her debut. And she'll be gutted not to have something on the board. She's had a handful in the first half and another in the second. Ten minutes to go then. Charlton on the attack again. Here is McAteer, pulls it back. Blocked on the line again from Amy Everett. That's the third time she's made a block inside that 6-yard box. Leading from the back, Amy Everett. Long ball up to find Brown. Lovely flick on. Arthur, dispossessed by Bradley and cleared. Well, it started to get a little bit more tetchy in this final few 10 minutes. As Palace look to find something from this game. Arthur chases it. Back to Yanez. And you can hear the fans trying to get behind their team. Green. Shoulder by shoulder by Lucy Fitzgerald, and here is Brown. Cross into the box. Verdon is not in the right spot. And Jo Potter, if it stays like this, will start her career off as Crystal Palace manager with a loss. But of course, she has the experience. She won the Cup double in both her seasons at Rangers, where she signed from this summer. So it's not an impossible task for her. Van Havermaet. McAteer can't keep it in. And Palace look to take this throw-in quickly. They know they need to up their pace, they need to up their chances. Here is Verdon. Can't find the head of Brown. But Palace come again. Green out wide to Brown, who will send a cross in. Lovely footwork. Crossed in, straight to the hands of Whitehouse. She's had an absolutely superb game, Sophie Whitehouse. She was made the first choice goalkeeper last season. And it's another stop, safe hands for the 28-year-old. She got the save of the season last year too, a 95th minute save from Newcastle during a 1-1 draw at the Valley. And she started the season off well too. McAteer. Bradley. Verdon. Nolan gets the burners on down the left-hand side. And Newsham clears in the end. Well, the Eagles can't seem to get past this red wall that Charlton have put up today. Here is Napier. McAteer blocks, looks for the corner, but Newsham clears it out for a throw-in. 5 minutes of normal time to go in this tie. And there's going to be some substitutions then. And Molly May Sharp and Elise Hughes will come on for Palace. Palace regulars. They were there during both seasons, both the promotion and the WSL campaign. So Annabelle Blanchard will come off for Molly May Sharp. Annabelle Blanchard, a superb game today.
And replacing number 11.
And Ashley Verdon, the striker, is off. And Elise Hughes, who of course had that ACL injury in the penultimate game in that promotion season, missed a large chunk of the WSL campaign, but she's back and she wants to get Palace straight back up, and she's in that striker position today for them. Inside 4 minutes to go. Everett on ball up, still alive. Oh, Sharp's just come on the pitch. I think it was Van Havermaet with her height that got her head to that ball, but can't quite direct it into the back of the net. She's not happy though. Palace giving away that opportunity there for Charlton. Still on the attack then, the Addicts. McAteer fouled in the build-up by Hayley Nolan. She signed a new contract with the Eagles back in January. Had a handful of seasons with them, and she knows it too. She knows that was a yellow card. Well, the referee, Megan Wilson, just writing a few names down on her yellow cards. Kira Skills, the captain, getting involved, speaking to the referee. Calm down, she says. Well, it's a second yellow for Katie Bradley in that appearance, and so it's a red card for her, and so Charlton are down to 10 in this final minute. Can they hold on to this lead as it's straight to Yanez in goal? So Katie Bradley off, shown a second yellow, and so she is off with a red card in this first game for Charlton. And we will have 5 minutes.
There will be a minimum of 5 minutes added time to be played.
Added on to the end of this game. In a nervy end to this game. Charlton down to 10. Palace looking for an equaliser. 5 minutes to go. Van Havermaet. Nolan. Napier. Ball in, looks to find Elise Hughes. Charlton surround it, kick it out, and McAteer comes away with it. She's got Newsham, or Kennedy, sorry, to her right. A new signing for the Addicts. Karen Hills. They're spurring her team on from the sidelines, but it's Palace in control at the minute. It's too far again, and that's poor really in these last few minutes in this game. Josie Green with a bit of cramp in her calves, I think. But there was options in that 6-yard box. Oh, it's going to be a Palace throw-in. Everett to Nolan. There's Jo Potter. She's finding out how tough this league really is, the WSL2. In her first game in charge of Palace. Here's Napier with a chance to attack for Palace, and it's over the bar again. 3 minutes to go. Napier with the chance over the bar. Elise Hughes there, trying to sniff out the ball, tap it into the back of the net. We know she can do it. She got the golden boot in their promotion season. She's had a year out with an injury, but she's back and ready to go. They just have to get it into the box for her. Napier. Out wide to Sharp. Everett. Palace pushing. Sharp was pushed down, calling for a penalty maybe. But the referee says no. Charlton in no hurry to get this ball. They know they can tick down the clock for a bit longer. Comes off a Palace player. Charlton again with another attack in this game. And with a minute to go, Charlton really are in no hurry. Finds McAteer. And Dow clears it down the pitch. Kennedy chasing. This might be the last chance for Palace. And Megan Wilson will stop play for that head injury. Well, it's Ellie Mason for Charlton, just down there in that challenge. And she will get some attention as it's a head injury. New signing Ellie Mason for Charlton in a debut game. Gets the full 90 minutes too. Spent time in Chelsea's academy. She signed for Birmingham City though, who of course came so close to promotion last season. Beaten at the helm by London City Lionesses, of course. And Joe Potter there, Crystal Palace's manager, looking increasingly frustrated with this. And it does look like this will be the end of the game for Mason as she makes her way off the field. And what a result this will be for Charlton. What a statement of intent from the Addicts.
Please show your appreciation.
And it's Gracie
Number
Pearce.
2, Ellie Mason, and replacing her, would you please
Who
welcome
went
number
slightly
6,
early there.
Gracie Pearce.
Well, Gracie Pearce is back for Charlton. She was a regular last season as Mason makes her way off the field. And surely there's not a lot of time left in this game for Palace to find something. Cleared again by Charlton. Kennedy. Everett with the challenge and gets in slight bit of push. And there is the full-time whistle. And what a statement of intent from Charlton. Opening day delight for Charlton Athletic. A statement win in front of their home fans and against their local rivals, Crystal Palace. As their manager, Karen Hill, shakes hands with the opposition. But it was Emma Bizzle with the goal. The big mistake from Shea Yanes, but she won't care. It was an open goal, slotted into the back of the net by Bizzle. It wasn't all delight though, they did go down to 10. Katie Bradley being shown a second yellow and a red card in the last stages of the second half. But after falling short last season, this is the perfect start for Karen Hill's side. 3 points, momentum in the bank, and a reminder that they are back, and they are back with a bang. As both sets of players shake hands at the end of this game. And for Palace, well, it's a bit of rebuilding. There's Sophie Whitehouse, the Charlton keeper. What a superb game she had. Kept Charlton in this tie.
Emailing tickets at cafc.co.uk.
Well,
heading to our ticket office here
player of the
at
match.
Valley.
In my opinion, for Sophie Whitehouse, as she goes over to the referee. A bit of controversy there with Megan Wilson. But what a What a start for Charlton. Emma Bizzle there, 55 minutes in, with that easy tap-in from a mistake from Shea Yanners in goal. And Crystal Palace, back for the new season. They open their campaign with a win, and it's finished at the Valley. Charlton 1, Crystal Palace 0.
And a massive clash coming up here next Saturday at the Valley. 6 days' time, where we will be facing Millwall in the Sky Bet Championship. Kick off of that one at 12:30 on Saturday, 13th of September. Tickets are selling out very quickly, including a now sold-out covered end. If you haven't got your ticket, you need to get it soon. Don't forget to secure your tickets now. You don't want to miss it. And don't forget that our 25-26 men's season tickets are still on sale. Take the next step and join us throughout the season and be part of this exciting new chapter in the Championship. You don't want to miss a second of what's sure to be another thrilling campaign here at the Valley. And don't worry, if you bought a regular match ticket for the Watford or Leicester games, then you can upgrade your ticket to a season ticket and get the cost of that match ticket taken off your season ticket price. Get this upgraded now by calling 0330 144444, emailing tickets@cafc.co.uk, or heading to our ticket office here at the Valley. Don't miss out on a moment of this forthcoming Championship season. Once again, thank you for your support this afternoon. Have a safe journey back. We'll see you back here at the Valley next weekend, and then again on Sunday, September 21st, when we face Ipswich Town.
Well, we'll have the other fixture results for you today. Of course, over the weekend and on Friday, Sunderland beating Sheffield United by 4 goals to 0. Another promotion hope, Sunderland. Southampton 4-0 up at Ipswich, and it finished today. Birmingham City beating Bristol City by 5 goals to 1. And they are ones to watch this season. Just missed out on promotion last year to London City, but they are back with a bang, as are Charlton. They have beaten the relegated Crystal Palace 5 goals to 0 thanks to Emma Bizzle. Newcastle ahead at the newly promoted Nottingham Forest. They beat them 2-1, and Durham 2-0 up against Portsmouth at the full-time whistle. And we do have some highlights to bring you in this game. In a game that Charlton have built so much momentum from. And really, it was Crystal Palace with the chances in the first half, but a second half strike from Emma Bizzle has given Charlton an opening day win, and they can use that to their advantage. As you can see, Crystal Palace with the chances in the first half. Sophie Whitehouse getting down low to her right-hand side. And really, she is the player of the match today, Sophie Whitehouse, the Charlton keeper. Verdon with a strike too, another good save. But Palace never really breaking through that red back line. And this was the only real chance for Charlton in the first half. Emma Bizzle doing well to keep it up. And then Jodie Hudson striking it up over the bar. Charlton coming again. Not sure whether this was meant to be a cross or a shot, but nevertheless it's a shot on target. And again, another good save from Sophie Whitehouse. And then, unfortunately, it's a big blunder, a big mistake from Shea Yanners as the press from Charlton pays off. Playing out from the back, screens of just clear it, but Yanners can't quite do it, can't quite block it on the line. and Emma Bizzle with the goal for Charlton, that ultimately sealing all those 3 points for the Addicts at the Valley in front of a home crowd. And it doesn't really get much better than that.